Good morning, lovelies. Happy Monday and happy November. Can you believe it's November? I hope you all had a great weekend. I am Teri True Crime, and welcome to Midday Missing, where we highlight current missing person cases that need more attention. Now, we live stream every Monday and Wednesday at noon Central, unless the beautiful llama is streaming a live trial on Couch Court. Then we stream during the court's lunch break, except for this Wednesday. So on Wednesday, we will be streaming at 10 a.m. Central because court starts at 11 and lunchtime will be way in the afternoon. And I couldn't do that. So we'll be here Wednesday at 10 a.m. Now, Llama is starting another live trial on Couch Court tomorrow. She will be streaming the Nevada versus Devin Michaels trial. And guys, if you have never joined her for a trial stream, I think you should. I was never a trial watcher, but thanks to Llama and the amazing community she has, I am hooked and I am a little disappointed. I'm going to have to do a lot of rewatch on this trial and won't be able to join as much of the live, but you definitely want to check it out. Now, if you haven't, please go like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss when we go live or when we drop new episodes. And if you're listening on the podcast app, please download, go over and leave us a review on whatever platform. That helps others find our show. And especially for Midday Missing, it helps us get the word out. Okay. Now, oh, good morning, lady in gray. Hello, Kelly P. Okay, Kelly P, I should just reach out to you every morning and say, hey, girl, can you just make me feel even better? Because you always make me feel so good. And yes, Llama is fabulous. Look at that. Speaking of the fabulous, amazing Llama. Welcome, everybody. Now, guys, if you want more, okay, of me and Llama, you can always find us doing something on our True Crime and Wine Time YouTube channel. And if you become a member, we have several levels with the first starting at just 99 cents. Okay. That's cheaper than me on a first date. Okay. That's cheaper than me on a first date. And you can get me on a first date for like $2.99. Okay. Now, as a channel member, you get exclusive content, special emojis, happy hours with me and Llama, and much more depending on the level. I mean, just look at this. We have a lot of different things that we do. Okay. I mean, for example, I forget which level it is right now, but I am bringing Dearest Mother's Darkest Secrets back. So stay tuned till the end of today's episode to find out more. Okay. Now, guys, if you know of or you have a loved one and are interested in having their story featured on an upcoming episode, or maybe join us for a live interview, please contact our producer, Amy at tcwtmedia.com, or you can email me, Teri at tcwtmedia.com. Or, guys, you can send us a DM on any of our social media accounts, anywhere. Okay, because we do want to help get those stories out. Oh, it looks like Savage is here. Savage, you made it at the beginning of the episode, so I'm not going to be logging off as soon as you arrive. So, hello, Mama Llama. Welcome. And Miss Sammy Sunshine is here. I love it. Now, Guy, this next case, okay? Oh boy, okay. 24-year-old Andi Wagner was last seen in August of 2022 in the Oakland City area of Indiana. Now, that evening, she left her grandparents' home with her boyfriend and has never been seen again. Now, despite numerous searches and ongoing efforts, Andi's whereabouts remain unknown. Now, at the time she disappeared, Andi's mother was living in Texas. Heartbroken and desperate for answers, she moved back to Indiana to continue the search for her daughter. Guys, she wanted to do whatever she could to find her daughter. Now, sadly, guys, tragically, Andi's mom passed away last year without ever learning what happened to her child. Now, there is a Facebook page called Be Andi's Voice, which was created to raise awareness and keep her case in the public eye. They are currently offering a $25,000 reward for information leading to Andi's location. Now, this is where it gets a little weird, okay? Witness accounts and cell phone data indicate that Andi spent part of the night on August 6, 2022, at a male's friend home in Newburgh, which is northeast of Evansville. Now, according to investigators, this man has cooperated fully with local police and the FBI, and he is not considered a suspect. Okay. He told authorities that Andi left his home early on the morning of August 7th, 2022, and that she never returned there. Now, in May of 2024, the FBI executed search warrants at multiple properties in Oakland City that were connected to two men who knew Andi and who have long been the subject of suspicion by her family. Sorry, guys, my allergies are on fire right now. Oh, now, officials confirmed the searches followed a new tip, but they have not publicly named either man as a suspect or a person of interest. Now, a month earlier, in April of 2024, the FBI also searched a property in Otwell, Indiana, which was linked to a friend of one of those men. Okay, this man was Robert Lamberson. Now, Lamberson was a convicted felon, and he reportedly provided information about Andi's case while in custody at the Pike County Jail on unrelated charges. Now, he told investigators his knowledge came from a deceased friend, though authorities noted in affidavits that his demeanor suggested he may have firsthand involvement or knowledge of the events surrounding Andi's disappearance. So, in other words, he wants to talk, but maybe not tell the truth. Now, interviews and social media records revealed that this deceased friend also knew Andi personally and was close to one of the men whose property had previously been searched. Now, loved ones described Andi as bright and loving, but they admitted she struggled with addiction that began during high school. She started using pills with her boyfriend, and she fell into a not so great crowd. Now, despite her family's repeated efforts to help her seek treatment, Andi often left rehab early, saying she was fine. Guys, no judgment on Andi. Getting clean is hard, okay? And sometimes it takes multiple stays for it to finally click. And even then, it's a lifelong struggle, okay? Now, even during her struggles, Andi maintained regular communication with her grandparents. It is said she answered their text almost immediately, okay? They were her rock. They were her safety net. So when she suddenly stopped responding to them, alarm bells went off, okay? Now, after a week of silence, the family filed a missing persons report on August 12th, 2022. Now, investigators determined that Andi's cell phone last pinged on August 7th at the home of a man she was romantically involved with. Guys, it was a married man who also lived with his wife and son in that home. Now, it has been reported that the wife was aware of the relationship. There's been a lot of speculation about possibly them having a polyamorous or a throuple situation. Guys, once again, no shame. They're adults. They can do what they want as long as they're not hurting anyone. And just because there's a child in the house doesn't mean they're doing inappropriate things in front of the child. Okay? Now, despite multiple tips and federal involvement, none of these tips have led to Andi. Her family continues to search tirelessly. My mouth is so dry, hoping that someone will come forward. Guys, decongestants dry you up a little too much sometimes. Now, I'm going to ask you if you have any information about the disappearance of Andi Wagner, please contact the Evansville Police Department at 812-436-7979. Or you can call their anonymous tip line. I'm going to just say dial star 67 star 67 to block your number at 812-435-6194. Guys, you can also show your support by joining Be Andi's Voice on Facebook. And as always, share this video, share our missing person posters on all of your social media. Okay? Now, guys, I know this is where I normally give you tips. But guess what? I am not giving you tips today. Okay? I'm not. And I also don't know how to operate a slideshow today. So we're doing it. So instead of a tip today, I wanted to do a cute, funny story because sometimes we just need something light and funny. Last week was a rough week. So when I was writing all of this out, I decided a funny story was needed. And let's thank the beautiful A Mess for this amazing graphic. Okay? Look at this. So I hope you're ready. If you're new here, yes, that is my goats and Halloween costumes on that picture. Okay? Now, it was a quiet morning at the casa. Too quiet. Phil sipped his coffee. I was checking merch orders, and the goats, Jasper, Willie, and Roscoe, were allegedly in their pen. Except Jasper had a look, that dangerous glint in his eye that meant only one thing, guys: mischief, pure mischief. And he said, "Boys, today we ride." Now, Roscoe, the baby of the trio, tilted his head and said, "Ride what exactly, Jasper?" Jasper pointed his little hoof dramatically towards the gate latch. "Freedom, my fuzzy brother, freedom," he said. Now, Willie, the sensible goat and frequent victim of Jasper's ideas, sighed. "Last time we did this, you ended up wearing a flower pot, and we all got bats." But guess what? Jasper was already in motion, leaping onto the hay bale, ricocheting off the trough, and performing what could only be described it is a mid-air ninja hoof kick that popped the latch open. Guys, he opens it all the time. We now put a lock on it. I have to literally put a little lock with a key on it because he can open it. Now, the gate creaked and the world outside beckoned. Now, I want you just to cue a dramatic slow motion exit and think about it. 3 goats strutting like action heroes as the Mission Impossible theme somehow plays in the background. Their mission, the feed shed, and Mama's plants. Jasper, Operation Snack Attack is the go, Roscoe says. Permission to chew everything. Willie, permission denied. Mama's not going to be happy. Now, guys, they dashed across the yard, Willie trying to maintain order while Jasper somersaulted into a bucket and Roscoe headbutted the door open like a tiny battering ram. Inside the shed, jackpot, bags of alfalfa pellets, cereal, and most dangerously, glitter from Teri True Crime's merch packing station. Now, moments later, I walked outside to the sight of 3 glitter-covered goats bouncing around like caffeinated unicorns. Jasper had pink sparkles on his horns, which are little bitty nubs. Roscoe had somehow found my Midday Missing banner and was wearing it as a cape. And Willie was trying very sweetly, but unsuccessful, to look innocent. And I yelled, "Jasper, what the hell did you do?" He just froze mid jump, eyes wide, and bleated in his defense. "Ma, it was Roscoe's idea." Sure it was. Now, that evening, the goats were back in their pen, clean, fed, and grounded. Grounded. But, guys, Jasper was already planning the Great Goat Getaway Part 2, Revenge of the Glitter. Because, guys, for Jasper, chaos wasn't a crime, it was a lifestyle. So, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Last week was just such a rough week. I wrote a story, then I asked good old ChatGPT to make it better for me, and that's what it came up with. So I hope you enjoyed that. Now, I want to thank you all for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again on Wednesday for our next episode of Midday Missing. Remember, Wednesday will be at 10 a.m. Terry and Sam time, also known as Central Standard Time, because Llama will be streaming Couch Court over on Couch Court. Trial starts at 11, I believe. I couldn't do the lunchtime, not knowing what lunchtime would be, 3 or 4, so we're going to do it at 10 a.m., okay? Now, I want to remind you to please join our Midday Missing Facebook group. That is where we post all of our missing poster flyers, as well as share others. But guys, starting this week, we are now sharing the missing person posters on Teri True Crime social medias, because I know not everybody's on the book face, okay? So let's do the little small thing that we can to help these families get the word out. But guys, for fun stuff, you want to go follow us on all of our other socials, okay? Because you want to stay connected and be a part of the conversation. Plus, especially on TikTok and Instagram for Teri True Crime, you never know what crazy videos I'm going to post, okay? Because I don't always get producer Amy or Llama's permission. I just put stuff up there, okay? So you definitely want to check it out. Now, if you're new here, True Crime and Wine Time streams every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. And this is where we offer a weekly deep dive into shocking true crime cases, which we pair perfectly with wine or sometimes another fun beverage. And guys, this week we are covering the case of Thanksgiving tragedy, What Happened to the Skelton Boys. And guys, I'm going to just tell you, I hate every freaking thing about this case. And I just want to say, whoever picked it, whether it be Llama, whether it be Lady in Gray, whether it be Cap'n, whether it be a mess, I hate this story. It is a story that needs to be told, but I hate everything about it. Hate everything about it except for the sweet little boys and the family left behind. Okay. I hate it. So just know it's going to be a rough one. Now, guys, every Friday for our channel members, we have our weekly TMI on Friday night. Guess what, public? It's the first Friday of the month. So that means you get to see TMI. Okay. You get it the first Friday of each month. If you don't know what it is, guys, it is truly unhinged and you will be laughing the whole time. There is nothing serious. We're not talking about killing anybody. I mean, I have a video coming out because I didn't buy the stuff I needed until today that will be coming from last Friday before last TMI. I will be posting that video on YouTube and on my socials. And there's even a poop brownie thing. So if you haven't seen TMI, you need to, okay? And once again, Llama decided to not be very nice to me, and I have to color and draw shit again. okay? Not my strong suit, and I am gonna get revenge on Llama with mustard and snakes somehow, someday, somewhere. Okay, Llama? That is a promise. Okay? That is a promise. Okay? Now, guys, on a serious note, I want to thank you all for joining me for Midday Missing. I know it's not everybody's thing. I didn't want to cover missing person cases myself because it's just terrible that these families don't have answers. And then I got involved in the Chase Lackey case, and Midday Missing was born from that. After talking to so many families and hearing how much it means to them for us to be able to share their stories and just let them know that even though we don't know what it's like and what they have to live through, we can help try to get that story out. So I truly want to thank you all for being here. Uh-oh, Llama says she's feel threatened. You should. You should, because you're making me draw again. Okay? You're making me draw again. But guys, until next time, as always, please stay safe, stay aware. If you see something, say something. Don't wait for somebody else to do it, okay? And let's help these families find their loved ones. Bye, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you on Wednesday.